Hello everybody and welcome back to another building video. So today I built a little castle type thing, or a tower, and I wanted to explore some new building tips like archways and different patterns and things like that I haven't really experimented in properly for a while. So it was super fun and I love the final product and I hope you guys do too. So without further ado, let's head straight into the time lapse, and then afterwards I'll tell you a little bit about my thought process during the whole build. Let's go! So here is our lovely final product. We've got this really cool tower, which I love the look of it. You can see a couple of the other builds in the background. Also, sorry, my cat's currently on my lap, so if you hear him, that's that's my bad. But yeah, we've got this lovely build. I used some stripes because I really wanted to give it a go, I guess, like some more patterns. I've gone for a pretty grey muted tone, and then I've kind of splashed in some green here and there, which I think looks really cool. Now the main thing that I don't think I showed in the time lapse was this terraining, which I did with Axiom, and I've used the gradient painter kind of the first time using it, so it's a little bit patchy, and it's also not on the back, so I'm going to ignore that. But I wanted to experiment with trying some different types of terrain, so particularly some very unique kind of terrain. So this is kind of a bit of a steep hill with a cool little, I don't know what you'd call it, like cave in the middle. But anyway, the build is the main focus of this piece, which I really do love, and the bridge here is my favourite addition. I wanted to again experiment with some more archways, and I think I did that pretty well over here. It kind of looks like it's melting, or it's like been on fire and it's burnt. I'm not really sure where it would lead to, and if this is just the start of a bridge or, you know, the whole structure. Now I didn't go through anything too insane for the roofs over here, just some very simple kind of triangle roofs. And I tried to add this little bit at the bottom to maintain a little bit of balance just with the whole structure, because the bridge kind of sticking out needs something on the side to kind of keep it looking realistic, or as realistic as it can. There's some little details I added on the walls here, which are these banners and buttons and some glow lichen, just to give it a bit more age and variation, and it just adds a little bit of extra something. Now there's currently no entrance to this build, and there's also nothing on the back. I just wanted to experiment mostly with kind of the framing, so it's meant to be viewed from the front, and I think it's done it pretty well. Now in the time lapse you may have seen this here before used to be reinforced deep slate, but I have since changed it to the muddy mangrove roots just because the deep slate looked a little bit too like harshly contrasting. It was a bit too much. If there was less of it, it would have looked fine, but it didn't quite hit how I wanted it to. But the mangrove roots really did. It brings the basalt and the grey terracotta kind of together, which looks pretty cool. But I think altogether, this whole structure was a really cool experimentation with just some patterns and archways. I need to do some more builds like this just to experiment with different building types and color selections that I wouldn't usually go for, but I think this little build has already really helped me with some archways and pattern ideas for the future. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late with my upload scheduling, it's just been a bit of a hectic week, but yeah, I'm hoping to get back into some regular stuff soon once my weeks and life just clears up a little bit more. If you have anything that you think would look cool in a build, just let me know and I'll see if I can give it a go in a future video. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, and goodbye!